Hi everyone, so in today's video I'm going to try out some dies that I had received initially for a review and I just have them in my stash now. They are the Spellbinders APG or Becca Feeken seasonal label motifs, I think is what the collection was called. They are currently in the spring cleaning warehouse sale, and I think some of them have sold out because they're like $3, $5. I think the Christmas one might still be $10, but the other ones are like $3 and $5 a set. So I thought, well, it's a great time to bring them out and show you guys them again. I will link my original video in the description box because I used some of the labels then, and I'll use some now. And yeah, those will be affiliate links as far as the links to the items, which means I'll make a small commission if you're purchasing those links. Having said that, like I said, I think some of these might have sold out already. I don't recall seeing this one anymore there on the website, or this one. I don't have the names for them. Again, I get samples and I basically kept these together as a collection, and that's how I put them away in that pocket. So this one's really gorgeous. It does have a little butterfly. It might be on the UK site. To be honest, I didn't check the UK site, but hopefully you can see they're called labels because they have what would be like a label shape, but then they also come with some cute dies that complements. You have this outer one, you have the inner, so you can matte layer, and then you have this pretty guy with like another kind of inlay, and they all kind of have something similar to that. And this one comes, like I said, with a little moth and some sprigs and things like that. This is the Christmas one I said I think is a little bit higher. It has like a little lantern, and again, it has the two labels. It has an inlay. It looks really gorgeous. It has the holly and the poinsettia, which of course you can do other things with, right? These little poinsettias, centers for them, sprigs, all that kind of great stuff. This was like a holiday one, but different from the Christmas one. And like I said, again, I don't recall seeing this one, and this might even be from a different collection, but they are similar. So I have that one here with me, but I'm pretty sure it's from the same collection. As you can see, the numbers are very close together. This is the fall one, and I believe I used the fall one previously, I want to say. Again, the outer die, the inner, and then the inlay. And this one has gorgeous pumpkins and things like that, which are just super cute. Little acorn, I mean, how cute is that little guy? Which reminds me, I did pick up another set on their site that has a bunch of acorns and things, so I'm like, oh, I don't think I have that one, and it was very fall with cute little acorns. I love them, so I did grab that, and whenever my haul comes in, my order, I will show those to you. But I think today what I'm going to do is possibly play with this one. This is the spring one. It does have a bunny in there. Obviously we're in spring and a little bit late for Easter as far as the bunny, but it's still spring, so why not? But we do have this little bunny shape. Very basic shape, has a little eye that pops out too, or that cuts out, doesn't pop out. Sprigs, branches, you can put your little flowers on there, or stems, however you want to call them, or use them. This guy kind of finishes off with that guy. We have like little leaves that look a little more stylized. We have little flowers, centers for like this guy. However as you want to play those up, we have that kind of thing. So I was thinking about using this one today. Again, like I said, this one's a bummer. I think it's sold out. At least it is on the US site, or I didn't see it. But I will link the collection there, and maybe I'll grab some of the backgrounds I already made. Remember, I had made quite a few backgrounds just to have somewhere to start, for other tutorials. So maybe I'll pull those out. I don't know. We'll see. Let me gather my thoughts and some card bases and papers, and we will get started. Actually, look at this. How pretty. I love this background I made with some of the diamond press like stencils and glitter paste and all these kind of things. Super pretty. I love this so much. If I put this on top, it's going to cover quite a bit of it. Oh, you can use these for apertures too. Wouldn't that be awesome? Just cut that out and you have that look. But I was thinking this might be too small if I just did this with the inlay. Actually, that looks pretty great. But then I thought, what if we use this inlay, but with this guy, so then it has a bigger border around the edge, but you can still see through it. Maybe we'll do that. So we can experiment, right? So let's put that to the side for right now. This guy I'm going to cut down because it is, I think, a full A2 size, like 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I like my stuff to be a little bit smaller. So like from looking at this, yeah, 4 1/4. I'm going to take a 1/16 of an inch off of this edge. So I'm just eyeballing that. And on the 5 1/2, I'm also taking a 1/16 of an inch off that to the bottom. The 1/16 off this side, so it'll be 4 1/8, because that's what I like. Of course, if you have the precision dies like from Spellbinders, you can definitely use those. you know what's interesting about that is I think some of the precision dies are in the spring sale. It might be the mini slimline, it might be all of them, but definitely a great way to pick them up. This is a 5x7 card base. I should probably just cut a card or keep looking, but generally if I have a 5x7 card base, I like to keep it 5x7, but I'm going to trim this down because I don't really work in 5x7 that much anyway, so I'm going to cut this down to 5.5 by 4.25. And, you know, if I want to use these pieces for something else, maybe, but I doubt it. So there's that. We just created ourselves a little card base. I'm just going to glue this down already because I know that's what I'm going to do with that. So I'll just glue it down. It does ombre from like a darker pink to a lighter pink, and that's how I'm going to keep it. And then this guy, let's grab some paper. No, I'll grab another piece. Hold on. I was going to use a piece of paper that I already have here, but it has some stamping on it that I want to keep. Okay, so with this guy, what I'm going to do is just trim this down a little bit. And I'm keeping it all like kind of white. We'll come in with some pretty flowers. But for right now, let me just trim this down. I need to get some heavyweight white paper that's not marker paper. Every time I do this, I'm using marker paper, and it's a little harder to come by, but also it costs more. So I don't know why I keep doing that. I need just heavy duty white paper. Okay. And I'm eyeballing the center of this, and hopefully that'll look nice and not like super crooked. And I'm just going to put this in here, and we'll see how that looks. If it doesn't look quite right, then I'll just use a smaller die. Sorry, ooh, that was really bright for some reason. So that's all I'm doing. I'm gonna run this through my marquee, and I'll be right back. And yes, you can run any dies that you have that are thin metal through any machine that cuts thin metal dies. So I just use my marquee, which is a diamond press product, to cut my Spellbinders die, and that's fine. And so cute. All right, let me clean this out, and then oh, it's really on there for this part for some reason. There we go. And I'll see what that looks like on my card topper, and I'll be right back. Let's see what that might look like. Look how pretty. I love it. Ooh, and see, so we can still see that cute background. I love it. I wonder if I should pop this up. I wasn't planning on doing that because I'm going to put little flowers, you know, here and there. So let me not stick that down quite yet because I don't really know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to run these guys through. So, you know, some greens, ooh, maybe some brown just to be cute, like the branch or the stem can be brown. Some different flowers of this larger one. We have the smaller guy with like a little topper bit. We have these guys that face sideways. I mean, you can use these, you know, in there. So let me just kind of have some fun and see what I want to do with these guys. I'll just run through different colors of paper, and I'll be right back. So I have a few things cut. I didn't cut any of the leaf that's just by itself, and I could have mixed and matched with some of the other sets, but I didn't do that. I just kind of stuck with what's in here. I was going to use a pop of like orange, but I didn't do that after all. So, okay. On some of these flowers, like this guy, he's on the same die as another shape of flower, but I like this one, so I'm going to use this guy. And then, oh no. Come on. Oh, let me get a pokey tool. I don't know if this pokey tool's skinny enough, maybe not that one. I'll be right back. Good. Just put a little glue on there, and then there's like this little die, and I'm just gonna put those together, and I have a couple of them, maybe 2 or 3 of this little bud. And then this guy, oh, you know what? He can be put together like this, or like this. I think it looks better with the roundness, like the rounder part pointing up and the skinnier part down here. Now you can definitely double this up, or not double it up, but make it dimensional. And then at the very base of this guy, you can add this little one. Looks something like that, if you want. And you guys know I made brown like stems or branches, so it'll go from the brown stem to a green calyx, but that's all right. I just cut several of these, several of everything. So I'm going to put my little flowers together, and I think I only have a couple of each because each stem will hold 2. So I'll be right back. So I got those together. Let's bring this back and kind of have an idea of maybe what we want to do. Again, I have a couple of these little guys. What's interesting is these do go one way and the other, which is nice. You know, I generally try to do things like this. It would be cute going down the side. I don't really know what I'm going for right now. So, if we have that. Oh, we also have some sprigs. That can also face the other way, huh? If we want to just really fill it out with more sprigs. Something like that. And then these guys. So the thing is with these guys, they all face one way. And I mean, if you don't mind having some flowers facing this way and some facing that, that works for you. Just kind of being playful with it, so I just want to see what would happen if we did something like that. This little guy was up here. I don't know if you'll see this one sticking out the back though, if this one was here, but maybe there and there. That might be good. That's interesting. I don't know. The other thing we can do is just turn this guy around. You're only going to see a little bit of it anyway. And if you really want to go over it, you can, because you know when you push, when you cut with a die, it pushes in and it makes it nice and round. But the other side is more rough looking. And you know my friends here always tell me take a silicone tool and just kind of rub it over the top and it'll flatten it out. But you don't see a lot of that, so maybe I don't mind, you know, doing something like that. And then I was thinking maybe we do bring the rabbit in, right, just in the center here. Wouldn't that be cute? Okay, so let's run him through. Ooh, pink. A little cute pink bunny. Okay, so I'm going to run him through like a very light pink color. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and glue these pieces down. Where did my glue? Easier said than done. It was right in front of me. Of course it is. Okay, so with these guys, I kind of like to see where they're going to be so I know which way to kind of orient my little flowers, but this is fine. Like there, and this one here, and then same thing on the other side. I just like symmetry too much to kind of be too playful with it. On this side I'll do the same thing. I'll glue this guy here and that guy there. And I'll run this through a very light pink and I'll be right back. I don't know where I get these little scraps from, but look at that. He fit perfectly on there. So I'll run that through and I'll be right back. Oh, and then I need a sentiment. And you know, I was kind of thinking about different things we can play with. I just got this in. And I just played with it the other day. And, you know, I have a hello. And I'm like, you know what? I like the size of that. I like the way it looks. So I'm just going to run this through maybe some gold paper just so it pops. And I'll be right back. And this is from a diamond press set that I just have. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness, you guys, how cute is this? Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this down. And then we'll go from there. So we got this guy. What's cute about that little netting is that you can definitely, like, put your little flowers in there. You know, all these different things kind of... weave them in there. Okay, I should just do this. There's so much texture, it's hard to scrape that away and just move on. Okay. Something like that. Maybe a little bit more this way. Okay. And how do I play with these? Like this and like that. Right? Okay, so let's just put some of these guys down in here. I'm not really pushing quite yet, pushing them down because I wasn't 100% sure. Oopsie, I already forgot to put this on. You guys. A little bit too much glue there. Let's place some there. There we go. Oh, now I'm working against the clock because I already put my glue on the other pieces. Okay. Do we have that there, and then I have a little rabbit? Oh, that's cute. Okay. And so this guy too, facing up like this. Doesn't have to be super symmetrical as far as that part. You know, you can be a little more playful. Of course, I don't know why I have to say that. You can do whatever you want. You guys can be more playful with it, okay? You have permission. All right. I'm going to hold this down for just a little bit. If you like the texture, if you like leaving them kind of wonky and having fun, that's great too. I really only put the glue down the centers, but so let's have that there. Ooh, you know what? Let's do that thing where I showed you guys how to do a little dimension. So this I'm going to glue down, and on this back side we'll put a dimensional. Obviously on the back. Wouldn't make much sense to put a dimensional on the front. Okay, like in here. So this will stick down, but this guy has some dimension, and I'll do the same thing with this other one on the other side. Okay? Kind of something like that. Ooh, actually, we'll bring it in a little bit, because... Yes! Okay. Maybe we'll bring this guy out a little bit. I did hold that down, but it wasn't completely glued down, so that's good. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh gosh, here's that is so pretty. Okay, and then we have other flowers too. I mean, there's different flowers, there's other leaves. What I was thinking about this guy is I put this dimensional in the middle, but what if we glue him down here so that he has like a roundness to him, and I probably should have just rounded him out a little bit. I'll do that now. And so he has that little bit in the center picking up, but then glued down on the other ends, like right here. Something like that. So I'm just gonna hold these two down. And it just gives it, just a little different bit of dimension, right? And then our hello, just here. So pretty. And I'm just gonna glue that right there. So, trying to be careful with that. Don't want to get glue all over my lettering in the front, but there we go. And I'm going to hold this up a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. You can definitely run through the hello a few times, layer them up, and then you have the dimension to that too. I'm going to bring it over just a little more this way. Like right there. Okay, I'll hold this down and this down, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, and I'm sorry if it was so bright down here. I don't know what that's about because the lighting was really good when I'm here. But what a cute card. Again, we're in spring. Love the little sweet bunny. I love the different like elements here, and then the different heights, you know, and everything. Look at that. How cute is that? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, I mean, the sale ends sometime soon, but I'll have that information in the description box. I'll link it right to the sale, right to the seasonal motifs if you're interested in those, to my original video, and I'll have images coming up, and I'll see you guys at the next one. This is, oh, I love it. Bye now.